everybody, it's Matt with Temple Paint Studios, and I am here in my favorite place to get basing material. Yep, so for those of you who read the countercharge or listened to the countercharge article about unintentional gatekeeping, one of the things that I talked about, yes?
Look at my stick, everyone.
That's a fantastic stick. Look at that stick. We got sticks all over.
Yeah.
But I mentioned the super high quality of Mantic stuff and our armies and display boards, and somebody mentioned online that, hey, we need some videos on how to do simple, nice looking stuff. And I'm like, well, that's a good point. So today we're going to look at a couple of things. So number one, we're going to go over a bunch of basing stuff, but I am here again, my favorite place to find basing materials, the woods. Okay, it's not really the woods, but it's a wooded area. And if you're lucky, you got one of these nearby. But right here under this tree, now, this stuff right here, bark, I'll show you later, but this makes fantastic rocks. You probably didn't know that, but fantastic rocks. And do me a favor, everybody, please don't pull bark off of the tree. There's usually bark down here somewhere. See, plenty of it. Okay, so, hey, here's a good one. Look at that. Look at that rock. Right here. What do you think, Raina? That kind of look like a rock? Yeah. So, I got my helpers here. We're going to pick up some of this, and we'll come back, and we'll look at a few other items that we're going to use for our basing. So, here we go. All right, so moving into this section, going to take a look at all the stuff we need for our El Cheapo / awesome looking base. All right, a couple of things you're going to need. Elmer's glue. I like Elmer's, but any glue will do. You can even use super glue if you want. Baking soda, trust me, it'll make sense. Some sand / rock. I got this from Gale Force 9, but you know, you can find it outside. Go for it. I've got 3 different paints. Dark umber, light umber, and golden brown. I love that it's dark and light. It's usually like burnt umber and raw umber. It's like, man, can anybody cook their umber right? Man. All right. And then this is our bark we picked up in the trees. This was put in the oven at 250 degrees for 30 minutes. That helps preserve it, and if I can be honest, it gets rid of any icky stuff that might possibly be there. All right, so we're just gonna break off a little chunk there, 2 little chunks. All right, and our first step. Oh, and of course, last but not least, some turfs of grass. Again, fairly cheap online, or make your own flocking, whichever. There's first rock down, second rock, you know, kind of like just one rock. Let's just do one rock. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, yeah, that's one of the cool things. You can just make changes as you go. So, let's spread some more glue out here. Use some advanced tools. I like to just kind of make sure everything's nice. There we go. Alright, so next up, can take some of these rocks and yeah, let's do just a little rocky area there, little rocky area there. I like to kind of keep them sort of nearby. It makes it look like you know, the bigger rock's been worn down a little bit with time. Okay, so that's all there. Now for, I call this the secret. See, baking soda, if you don't know, a little hard to see. I'll put it on my hand. That's very fine grain. The problem with using dirt or sand is that's like big grains, and it doesn't look in scale like a grain of sand. Yeah, it doesn't. If that's a rock, a grain of sand's like huge. So I like to put this stuff on. I've got a few other items I usually use, but again, we're going for what I call, again, old cheapo here. One of the best things you can do, get yourself a nice blank sheet of paper. And, hey, save yourself a little bit of that. All right. So, it is down. We're going to now take a couple minutes. We're going to let this sit. This will actually help dry it out quick, but want it dry before we move to our next step. All right, everybody, welcome back. It's about 24 hours later. I didn't have to wait that long, but life comes at you fast, so you know. All right, so we've got that going. And it's nice and dry by this point, so now what we're going to do, we're going to pull out that, because why not? And we're going to give ourselves a little shot of dark umber. Okay. And my paintbrush disappeared on me. There we go. That's what I want. All right. So, not going to mess around. Got this nice, big, old, wide tip. Going to get it a little wet. And then go from there. Now, you're going to start with the big rocks and just kind of gently cake that on. Now, notice I'm kind of dabbing it from the side, not rubbing it too hard there. Okay, and again, you want a wet brush here, as the goal is to get the paint all over. And if your paint's too thick, it doesn't go on very well. So a little bit of white or water. That's the other thing I kind of like about the baking soda is that it's, because it's white, it's real easy for me to take a look and go, oh, okay. All right, and that is our first step. We got our, I don't know, mud, quite frankly. It's your mud. And we're going to let that mostly dry, not completely, but we'll let that mostly dry. I did lie. We are going to use a little bit of other colors here. So I'm going to do a quick black on the wood. Now, don't have to worry too much about even coating or the colors are mixing. It's all right. It's a rock. They do that. All right, there we go.
I hope you die.
Hi, Rena.
I want to watch you hold it.
All right, well, I'm going to have some help here in a second, so hang on. All right, Serena is playing some games and watching. So now what we're going to do, we're going to throw a little bit of gray in there. And I'm going to put it just on top of the black there. And then use this.
I hope you die.
Okay, yeah, come take a look. All right, so what we're going to now be doing, we're going to...
Dad, I want to paint a model.
We're going to take it here, and we're going to go up. Now notice going up the sides. And once again, not too worried yet about
Daddy.
mixes and dry, yeah, just get the color on there for now. Again, one of the things in nature that I find interesting is the fact that, yeah, things aren't uniform. Oh, well, this rock's got to all look the same. No, it doesn't. Real rocks don't look the same. Right, Raina? Do rocks all look the same?
No.
No, exactly. So if you take a look, it's not bad. See, you got your lights and your darks and kind of varying shades. So yeah, not bad at all. All right. So our others should be dry enough at this point. We're going to do a little bit of dry brushing. Yes, there's better ways to do this, but remember I said I'm showing you the cheap and easy way. Pat, 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 pat. Uh-oh, Rena's got a problem. One moment, everybody. All right, hang on. What's up? Out of space on your tablet. So, if anybody... All right, so we got that in there. There you go, Rena. That should work now. Japanese and a cotton candy one. That sounds interesting.
Eat one.
Alright. So now, again, I like to do a little mixing with my dry bush. But
I want to do the Japanese one.
which one's the Japanese one, Rena?
Big one.
Good.
That one, but look.
Alright, so, again, we're tapping some highlights here.
No.
Hold on. Notice next to the rock, I'm letting it be a little more open. Alright, so let me deal with Raina real quick and I'll come back. Yep. Alright, so looking at my stock here, I got a whole bunch of tufts. So I'm going to do this tuft. I like that one better. It kind of scraggly. So we'll have a couple of the nice and green ones, but I want a couple more that are kind of scraggly. Gives a little better, and yeah, there we go. That's much better. Gives sort of that savanna impression, you know. And one of my favorite things to do, this is moss you can get at the Dollar Tree for like $1.25. But pull a little bit off, and yeah, there you go. Okay, it's kind of a deserty scrub-looking brush. In fact, you know what? You know, that's why I didn't use super glue. Sometimes. Change up what you got. Yeah, I much prefer that. Much prefer. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, much better. So just a little better color combination, I think. Anyway, so there you go. That is a quick and easy base. Fairly simple. I mean, the most expensive part of this was the base, and then, I mean, if you go to the hobby store, find it online. I mean, it's $4 or $5. Not too bad. This is $1. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. This is about the right size for Ogre Warlock. You could do him up on the rock here, or you could have him halfway there facing that way. So all sorts of fun stuff you can do, but very simple, very basic. And for my next video, what I will do is I will paint an Ogre model, give you kind of an idea of a quick, easy way to do that. So again, making things nice and simple. Until next time, thank you very much. Make sure you like and subscribe.